In this province, the coroner's office holds between 50 and 80 inquests every year, but the vast majority are mandatory, like construction site deaths. Inquests bring a lot of public attention to an issue, but the coroner's office won't call a discretionary inquest unless its top doctors all agree that a jury could make recommendations to prevent similar deaths.
When 22-year-old Martha Murray died from a heart attack, a coroner classified her death as natural, even though the evidence blamed her prescription drug lithium.
Young, seemingly healthy people don't just die in the night. That we may not understand why they died, but there has to be a reason.
Regional Coroner Jack Stamborough says death by appropriate medical treatment is classified as natural.
Of the 2,800 deaths across my desk every year, a great number of them have drugs involved with the deaths, either directly as cause of death or a contributing factor.
Once or twice a month, he reports the death to Health Canada as a possible adverse drug reaction. He says every unusual death is investigated, but inquests are relatively rare. Oakville MP Terrence Young has been trying to help the Carlins get an inquest into their daughter Sarah's suicide to raise awareness about the links between antidepressants and teen suicide. Both they and the Murrays have been turned down by the coroner's office.
The coroner's office is simply not doing their job. Their slogan is, "We speak for the dead to protect the living," but no one is speaking for Sara Carlin.
Probably 2 or 3 times a day, I will get a letter, an email, or a phone call saying I want an inquest into my loved one's death.
Stamborough says a coroner's investigation with a team of experts can also affect change, and an inquest into antidepressants might be too complicated.
I would never want to put that onus on a jury of 5 lay people saying, here, you don't have medical training, I'm going to confuse you with 12 or 15 witnesses who may give totally contradictory information. You are charged with sorting that out and giving us recommendations to protect society.
A month after the Gouge inquiry showed many deaths in Ontario have not been properly investigated, there is now a proposed amendment for an oversight body in the coroner's office. But the minister in charge of community safety can also order an inquest, and he's been asked to do that for Sara Carlin. But he says that's premature.
In the meantime, it's been more than a year, and people could still be dying from this same cause.
The reality is they haven't exhausted all the avenues open to them, Lisa, and that's why I'm requesting, I'm asking, I'm encouraging them, and I will help them arrange that meeting with the chief coroner.
Since CHCH News began this investigation, the chief coroner's office has agreed to meet with the Carlins to discuss their concerns. We also heard from the makers of Paxil. GlaxoSmithKline says Paxil, or paroxetine, has been used safely by tens of millions of patients for 15 years, and all precautions are on the drug label. What they don't say is that the drug label is not the sticker on your pill bottle. It's extensive information patients have to go looking for if they want to know more about what they're taking.